Missouri. I like this place. Hi Carol, welcome in. As you come into the live, make sure you double tap the screen so we can get more people in the room. See if we can get to 100 hearts. I need a tape measure. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm doing a YouTube live and a TikTok live at the same time, trying that out for the first time today. And you can't, I don't think you can play music on your YouTube. So, sorry TikTok, I don't have music today till I figure out if I can get music on my YouTube channel. So, music list, all you have is me today. But I am going to be taking in this new Letterman jacket. I received really like 2 inches on each side and 2 inches on the sleeve, because all of their jackets were the same size. He's like, everybody on my line, I think 13, he said, had the same size jacket. So I'm like, that don't make sense. Make sure you share the live. Thank you guys for helping me get to 100 hearts. Make sure you double tap the screen. Let's see if we can get to 250. Double tap the screen. You can share it out, power share, by holding down the screen, sharing it out to 10 of your followers, your friends, your family, anybody who wants to sit and listen to me talk for like maybe 2 hours. Thank y'all so much for liking the live. Happy Friday. Happy long weekend. I am going to take this jacket apart, cut it down, put it in. Hopefully, it's not too complicated. How's everyone's Friday doing? Anyone got special plans for the long weekend? I need to get a better stand for my iPad. Also me not knocking the table. Thank you very much, TJ, for liking the live. I appreciate you. Got us up to 279. Thank you so much. I didn't set no goals for this live, so I probably should do that. What is this? Oh, a Q&A. Oh, they have this like viewer wish list. Oh, what do you sell, TJ? I have a viewers, not wish list, viewer wishes. So if you send a dolphin, I will answer questions. It's a Q&A. I didn't know what else to put on here because I was like, viewer wishes is kind of weird, but I guess it's for the people who be doing the like, the weird, not the weird stuff, the other like suggestive stuff. So yeah, kind of the same thing. I kind of sew everything too. I'm doing a lot of alterations now. I just finished 2 weddings. I'm still recovering from 2 like wedding bridal alteration orders. I have this Letterman jacket alteration. I have a suit jacket. I have 2 suit alterations. I have a guest of wedding alteration, and I'm making 2 custom suits at the moment. So staying busy, staying out the way. Just in my little attic sewing. I'm hoping to get a little rest this weekend though. I have this I need to finish by tomorrow, and then my next order isn't due until Monday, which is the suit and the dress alteration. And then the 2 suits, I said give me like 2 weeks because I have to do some alterations to that. So, here we are. Make sure you double tap the screen. I appreciate you, TJ, for coming in and getting #1 gifter badge. If you are in the room today, make sure you double tap the screen and get that orange heart on TikTok. On the YouTube, just make sure you double tap the screen. Send send hearts and likes to the live. There's also super chats and a gifter. If you have gifting abilities on your YouTube, you can hit the little gift button down next to your comment box and you can send gifts as well. Hi Reaper, thanks for following me. I appreciate you. I'm on my road to get 10,000 followers. Although, I'm like, are we still trying to get 10,000 followers? Is that the goal? Because isn't like, aren't we unsure on the future of TikTok? Do we still want to get 10,000 followers? Well, if not, you can join me on my YouTube channel where I have all the things. I get paid for my views there. So, I do not get paid for views on TikTok, but I do have TikTok Shop affiliate. So, you see anything cool in my showcase, you can buy that to support my small business. But happy Friday, y'all. I'm so happy it's Friday. Unfortunately, this is my last summer Friday, as we call it at work. And I'm a full-time designer, so I work for a fashion company, full-time as a designer. And we got the news a couple weeks back that we are going back to 4 days in office. It's very unfortunate, but we're going back to 4 days in office. We've been 3 days in office for a while now, but our 3 days in office were very flexible. So if you have meetings in person, do whatever you need to do, manage your workload. You have to come in the office at some point, Monday through Wednesday, but you do not have to stay at the office all day, Monday through Wednesday. But now, after Memorial Day, which is Monday, I think it's Memorial Day. After Monday, we will have to stay in office 9 to 5, Monday through Thursday. But we do have summer Fridays currently, and we get out of work at 1 o'clock on Fridays. So they're gifting us with summer fall Fridays, where we get done at 3. We work from home on Fridays, but we will be done at 3 o'clock. But ever since they started to give us summer Fridays, it's kind of just been an unwritten rule to like not have meetings after 1 o'clock on a Friday unless it's 100% necessary. So that's gonna be my life. I'm gonna have to adjust how I work and everything else. But hi Paisley, welcome to the live, welcome back. Today I'm doing an alteration. As you'll see, I'm ripping apart this jacket. It was really big, so we're going to cut it down and put it back together. I think the ripping it apart is the best part. But let's talk sewing. Anybody have questions? Hi, who's that girl? Thank you so much for liking the live and double tapping the screen. We're at 683 hearts. YouTube, we got 0 likes over here. What's happening, friends? Somebody help me. Double tap the screen so you can send more likes and hearts on my YouTube channel, because TikTok is just like blowing y'all out of the water right now. But it's not a competition. I'm here to support all of my sewing friends. Thank you so much. Make sure you share out the live. Who's that? Who's that girl? Got the number 3 gifting badge. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all, because I was really nervous doing this, because I'm like, what do I talk about when I get on live? But I'm here chatting away. Only thing is with this, yes, I saw you yesterday, Paisley. With the YouTube live, I'm on my iPad and I'm on my phone. It's hard to see the chats, like they don't stay up on YouTube. So I've been trying to figure that out. Who's that girl is coming in? 777 hearts. Y'all know if you get 1,000 hearts in the first 10 minutes of your live, they'll push you out a little bit. So I appreciate you. So whenever I do fittings, I use safety pins. So I'm currently taking out the safety pins so that I can begin to take this apart even more. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for popping by. These lives help support my small business. My current goal is I want to purchase a new embroidery machine for my small business because I have a single arm machine and it is nice. I'm gonna give it to you, it is nice. But the one that I bought has a limited hoop size. The biggest hoop size I can do is 8x8. And this machine is a brother machine. It costs just as much as some of the other machines that have bigger and better capabilities. So I really want to sell it and try to buy something else. But selling a machine is hard because where do you go to sell something that's $5,000? And the machine is like 80 pounds. So like, how do you put that on eBay and ship it? Like, I have no idea. So I'm just trying to save up money and funds so that I can get a new machine so that I can do more embroidery projects. Kind of like this. So like something like this is a Chanel jacket. I wouldn't be able to do this without piecing it together on my current machine, and that becomes hard with getting things straight and organized, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that. So I've just taken on the goal of trying to buy a new embroidery machine. And I'm sorry, YouTube, if you're commenting, I can't see it. It's so complicated to see comments on, maybe I could just swipe up on YouTube. Who's That Girl is going crazy with the likes. I appreciate you so much. We are at 1.2K likes. And this little Q&A is popping up for my dolphin. So they have this new thing on TikTok called Viewers Wish. If you send a dolphin, you can ask me a Q&A. I'll do my best to answer. A little bit about me. I'm Fantasia. I am a designer in my small business. I am a designer in a corporate setting at my day job. I am a technical designer, meaning that I am an executor. I tell factories how we want clothing manufactured and our desired aesthetic, our desired fit. And then from there, I coordinate back and forth with factories and agents overseas to get good fitting production garments for our stores. And I go back and forth with the agents / the factories until, you know, we get it ready for production. And then once I sign off and say this is great, it can go on a boat to come to the U.S. They finish it up, they ship it out, and it ends up in stores here in the U.S. Yeah, I just feel like if you're gonna sell, you might as well. If you're gonna sell, you might as well get a serger. I had a serger before I had a business, and I was just sewing stuff for myself. So for me, it was worth it. And I feel like, depending on what your goals are as far as sewing and learning how to sew, I think if you want to make clothes for yourself, you want to make quality clothes for yourself, having efficient ways to finish your clothing is worth it. I don't like to tell people to buy secondhand machines, but if you was going to buy a secondhand machine, I think you could buy like something off a marketplace. I feel like I see them all the time. Yeah, the stitches on the serger can be a little iffy sometimes. TikTok just sent me, you have to really work with the tensions and test them out. TikTok sent me a flash goal, 3 gifters to send a Rosa to this live in 15 minutes. Oh, I love Brother. I love Brother sewing machines. I actually had a Brother serger for a long time, like years before I had problems with it, like up until like maybe 2-3 years ago. And then I just bought my second one. I probably bought that first one like, I don't know, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And I don't service it, didn't do anything to it. It just lasted for 10 years. And I use it all the time. If you're in the room and you have it in you, I have a flash goal from TikTok to get 3 Rosa gifts in the next 15 minutes. So it should be pinned somewhere on there. And you can send me a rose if you would like. So this is stitched and it has a top stitch. Alright. There we go. Hi, this is Court. Tanika, if I said that correct. Welcome to the live. Hello. I need to get a better setup for the camera situation because I don't know how long this is going to last before I've been and knock something over. But I appreciate all you guys for stopping by. I gotta get some work done, and I'm like, was struggling before to work and go live, but someone taught me the secret. You have to hit some button on there, and it works. So, alright, we have the back free, we have the sleeves free, we have the cuff free. I need to open up this lining. Don't do this. This is a bad habit. So, I have everything open here. I was taking 2 inches out the back. I gotta be mindful of the front because there's a low pocket here. But I might just get 1 inch out the front. I might do 1.5 in the back because the back was a lot bigger than the front was. Hi, sexy Grandma Alessa. Definitely. Oh. You definitely have to play with those, but they shouldn't be moving while you're sewing. So make sure that you're pulling your threads all the way down in between those tension discs to make sure that they are, you know, all the way in there. I'm going to have to cut and seam this rib trim because I'm going to be taking that out and then take all that out. Okay, I'm talking myself through this. Alright. Oh, Spring 25. He's a baby. Oh, he is a senior. I didn't think about that. He's a baby. Thank you so much for sending that, Rosa. I appreciate you. And a heart me. Okay, coming in my fan club. Hey, girl. Sexy Grandma Alessa has become number 3 in the room. I appreciate you so much. I think I still have a goal to get 2 more roses in probably like 10 minutes according to the TikTok thing that they sent me. I don't actually know a lot about that because like once the thing go away I can't really see it. Oh, I can see. It says 0 of 3. It's interesting. That's all you just sent one. Oh, thank you. There's 2 more rows. Oh, that's why, because it's a rosa, not a rose. But I appreciate you. I'll take it anyways. I'm like, it say 0 out of 3. I just saw a rose come through here. Thank you so much for all the likes. We are at 1.7K likes. For those of you still in the room, let's see if we can get to 2K. Give us a little boost. See if we can send the live out to some of our sewing friends, some of our crafting friends, someone who might be interested in hearing me run my mouth. I am altering a kind of Letterman's jacket. This is a Greek Letterman jacket. So this is a Kappa, and his jacket was too big. So he's like, we all have the same jacket. It was too big on everybody, really too big on him. So I'm taking it in for him, adjusting it, making it a little bit more fitted. Definitely something you can wear at home temping. I'm like, now that I know where he got it from, I need to go get me a jacket because it's kind of cute. I know this costs some dollars and cents though. But he's like, he wanted it to fit a little bit better. So I'm like, I got you. Take it in, make it a little bit smaller. I don't think he's coming to get it though. I think his mom is. So I'm going to have to get him to send me some pictures because I did take before pictures because I always forget to take before pictures. It drives me crazy. But I did remember to take before pictures, so be interested to see what it looked like on him when he gets it back. My YouTube channel is the same as my TikTok, Sewing with T.A.E. And YouTube, my TikTok is the same as my YouTube channel, Sewing with T.A.E. I do like tutorials, I do a lot of hand knitting. My goal today was to hand knit on the live, but I'm like, I need to get this done. So I'm like, let's do this first. And then maybe I'll get to hand knitting a little bit later. My plan is not to leave my house tonight, and I'm going to do this. And after I drop this order off tomorrow, I'm going to try out Pilates class. Y'all pray for me. I'm going to take a Pilates class tomorrow. I just feel the pain already. I just know it's not going to be fun. So, hi Dwayne. Welcome to the live. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. No comments on the YouTube channel. Hey y'all. I see 4 people in here. I only have 5 people on TikTok, so don't make it feel like you guys are that far behind. Thank you so much. We're at 2.4K on the likes. I appreciate you so much. I have 1 of 3 rosas, so if you're in the room and you want to donate a rosa, that's the goal from TikTok. It's not the rose, it's a rosa. I don't know what the difference is, but that's just what it says. But I've been trying to go live more often. I feel like all of these platforms are really pushing us to go live more often. I'm not quite sure why though, but here we are. I'm trying to get 10K followers. I have roughly 6K I think on both of my channels, on my TikTok and on my YouTube channel. About 6K subscribers, followers. I need to put up more sewing content. I just did a little series of like learning your sewing machine, so I'm gonna continue that, do some bulk recording, get some more videos up, answer some more questions about it. So, hi, House of Alexis. Oh, I think she's gone. I don't think she stayed. Almost done with the seam ripping. Well, no, I still have to take out the back of that sleeve. Alright. Alright, so we have these things done. And I'm going to take this back sleeve off. Hi, Spread Joy, Peace, and Love. I appreciate you. Hi, Stefani. Please make sure you guys share the live out. I appreciate your heart me's. Make sure you get your heart me's. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you double tap the screen to send hearts and likes. I appreciate you. I'm also accepting super chats and rubies from my YouTube people. And from TikTok, I will take whatever gifts you guys are giving. Currently, I think I still have a couple more minutes on my flash goal from TikTok to get 3 rosas. I think I still have 2 more rosas. I think I still have 2 more rosas coming. No, I do not make custom Perry. I guess I could, but I don't. I'm altering a Letterman jacket. Thank you so much for putting FIP. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're at 3.6K likes. I feel like that might be the most likes I've ever had, guys. I appreciate you guys. I should start going live earlier. I'm usually like live like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock after my children have gone to bed. But what's everyone else doing? It's a Friday night. Going out, getting dinner, eating out, staying at home. It's expensive outside. I was thinking about going to the store to get some yarn because I told you guys I wanted to do some hand knitting tonight. Work on a new hand knit project for fall. And I was like, you know, I don't need to leave my house because I'm just going to spend money. I'm just going to spend more money. That is not what I want to do. I want to make money, not spend money. Who's that? Thank you so much with the hearts. We're at 4K. I appreciate you so much. So those of you guys over here, I am taking apart the back, separating it from the sleeve, and operating the sleeve and the side seam. I'm going to take in the back because the back had a lot of fullness. He said he felt like he has a line of 13 and they all had like the same size jacket. He said the jacket was the same size on everybody, like too big. So he's a slim guy. He asked could I take his jacket in some. And that's what we are doing tonight for him to pick up tomorrow. Alright. Yay, thank you. 5.4K. I appreciate you. Hi, Tamika. Welcome in the room. Thank you so much, Tamika. I appreciate it. I really do. Because I'm trying to make this live stuff work. Trying to figure it out. Thank y'all so much. We're at 6K. Y'all are the most interactive I have had in a long interaction I've had in a long time. So let's see. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Now, what do I need? I have a tape measure. I got a ruler. House of Alexis, thanks for following me. I appreciate you guys. On my path to try to get 10K followers. Whether or not that's what we're doing anymore, I'm not clear, because who knows what's happening in TikTok over the next couple weeks, I hear. Y'all are too kind. Thank you so much for all the likes. Thank y'all for sharing it out. Thank y'all for telling your friends that I am alive. So, today's goal is to get through this jacket, and I want to get to one more laser alteration. I'm just kind of tailoring it up a little bit. Hey, hi Miss Melissa. I am doing alterations today. I got this Letterman jacket. It's a custom Letterman jacket, but he's like, this jacket is way too big. It's the same size for everybody on my line. Can we make it a little bit more fitted so I can kind of, you know, wear it nicer? So I'm going to take it in a little bit for him, clean it up, see if we can give it a little bit more life. Thank you for coming in and getting a number 3 gifter badge. I appreciate you. No. Well, I sold something for myself on my birthday. I guess that was 2 weeks ago. The 19th. I made myself a pair of pants. But that was all I got to. I didn't get to do anything else. But it's coming. I need to schedule a break. I do need a scheduled like time off. But I'm grateful because there was a time when I did not have orders, and I was just like, I need to figure out something. I don't know what's going on with my business. And while I'm not making as much money as I want to, I have way beyond surpassed the amount of money that I made last year in my business. So I will take that as a win. And I just launched a couple weeks ago my first digital project. So something that took me a lot of time to do, but I'm hoping will be residual income that doesn't require more from me. I have a hand knit teddy bear tutorial on my website. Sewing with T.A.E is my business name, which is the Aya Emporium, but I'm also Fantasia. Some people call me T.A.E. So on my website, the Aya Emporium, you can find my teddy bear tutorial, which I'm hoping as things go and I get more students, that would be one of the streams of income that people just buy, and it's incremental. It doesn't require me to do any more work than I've already done. So I'm hoping to do more projects like that. I want to do the pumpkin. I want to do the pumpkin, hand-knit pumpkin for the fall. But I'm like, do I need to charge people for that? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I need to charge. Like, some things are for free, that I have for free. Like, I have a hand-knit cardigan that was like super popular on my YouTube channel. I have hand-knit blanket like tutorials on my YouTube channel, and all of those are free. I didn't charge for those. So I'm like testing out charging for the teddy bear, but I don't know if I need to charge for the pumpkin. Like, I don't know. So I'm like, I think it's just something that can be given, but more detailed, more overly, like, things that require me to do a lot more work. I'm like thinking about that as far as like what is something people want to see, maybe to do a sewing tutorial that I can use to kind of grow my business, earn some income that doesn't require me to like sit in front of a sewing machine for 5 hours making it. So I've been trying to do some research on that because I was talking to ChatGPT and they were like, you have to find things that doesn't require time. That doesn't require more time from you. Like, you don't have more time, but you can figure out things that you can put out there that will make you money. Thank you. I appreciate you. Do I design sewing patterns? I am a pattern maker to a certain extent, but I don't design patterns like to sell to people, because then I have to send it out to a grader, and then I have to check the grade, and then it's one of those things. It was kind of like the hand knit teddy bear that I did. I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to do it, I have to film it, I have to write it out, I have to take pictures, I have to make the booklet, I have to design the Canva template, and I was just like, everything takes so much time. But it took me forever to get it done. I finally got it done. So then I'm like, okay, if I want to do a pattern, I'm gonna have to check, and I check grading all day at work. So I'm just like, I don't know if I want to sell patterns. But that's another thing, like, and there's a thing where it's like Wonder Bread didn't stop making bread because there's tons of bread, you know, in the bread aisle, tons of different brands. So I'm just like, if I did simpler patterns like a wide leg pant or like a plus size pant, because some of them patterns is not plus size friendly, believe me. Is it worth it to make like a pant pattern to put online when there's so many people who've already made a basic wide leg pant? So it's like one of those things, like, does it matter? Yes, it does. I've been following that kind of closely, like what happens to, you know, how are indie designers going to pick up after whatever happens with the Big Five. Big Five closing is something I'm watching closely, because definitely days when I do not want a pattern make, I would definitely go get a Big Five pattern and just like alter the pattern versus starting from scratch making my own. So I'm like, I've been considering it, definitely. But I'm trying to think of like how to do it efficiently. Like, what systems do I use? What grading company do I use? And I live in Ohio, so we don't really have places like this here. We do have one cut and sew place here that I know of. And I don't know if they do grading actually, but I know they used to do small run manufacturing. And I've like used them for some of my clients who come to me for like consulting, because I have history. I have experience with manufacturing and production in my day job. So sometimes people ask experience like helping them make technical packages and stuff like that. So I've used them for that, but never for like my own situation. So eventually one day I don't want to be the one sewing everything. So I need to get enough pieces of, you know, business, pieces of learning material out there that it can start to make some income. I can't remember the word right now, but income that basically doesn't require me to do something. Like, I forget the word for it. It's drawing a blank at the moment. But yeah. But patterns has been something I've considered. And since I do have the embroidery machine, I've been trying to get into patches, and I thought the crossover between sewing and patches would be simpler, and it is not. I have been on the struggle bus. So I've been wanting to learn more about patches and making patches, but to learn how to make patches, I have to stop sewing and sit and learn that. So I'm like, I need a vacation, take a week, sit down and like really learn the material so that, you know, I can grow my business. We got 13K likes, y'all. Who is that? Sexy Grandma Lessa is tapping that heart button like crazy. I really appreciate you. That's kind of what I was thinking, because I am traditionally trained, I guess, pattern maker. I went to college for fashion design, so I have a degree in fashion design and concentration in manufacturing and production. So my main area of study was pattern making and manufacturing. So that's how I got the job I have now. So teaching people about that, like pattern making, balance, making sure things are on grain. But I just saw they have this new feature on YouTube called YouTube Courses. So I do teach people how to sew in person because I live in Columbus, Ohio, and although they say Columbus is the #3 fashion city in the United States, yes, it's very specific, but I think that people who want to know it is willing to pay for the information. They have a new thing on YouTube called YouTube Courses, where you can develop courses and formulate them in a course format for YouTube. So I've been considering that. I've talked to people like I could do lives about being a technical designer, because that's technically my job title. So I've been looking at other ways to like kind of use what I know to kind of propel my business. Because right now I'm doing a lot of alterations. I do some custom stuff too, but I get more alterations than anything else. Yeah, especially a lot of people now are like trying to move away from like big businesses with everything that's going on in the world. So I think there's a market for it. And there's so many new things when it comes to working in this part of the fashion industry. Like there's Clo3D, which is like 3D technology when it comes to developing and designing clothing. There's AI now. My job is like training us to use some AI stuff for designing, which is interesting. I'm not a late adopter, but the AI stuff makes me a little nervous. But it's funny, I remember being in college and I was interning. I interned for this company called Li & Fung, which is one of the world's largest global manufacturing companies. And I remember fixing my coffee. They had like free coffee for the interns. I remember sitting there fixing my coffee. I don't know if I was like staring out into space or something, but this lady came over. She was like, "Get out of tech. Get out of tech. Everything's going overseas now. It's get out of tech." And I'm like, "Well, ma'am, I'm a senior. Like, I ain't changing my mind now." So here we are. Oh yeah, I think I remember that. There was, I know Ditto had a thing for a while where you could design patterns and get slopers based on your own measurements. I don't know how good they were, but I did hear about Ditto having them. But I don't know what Ditto was doing now, because they technically were owned by Joann's. So I don't know if they, faded away in the process, or if they're still here. Thank you so much, sexy grandma Lessa. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you. You just became #2 in my fan club. What's up? Yeah. Hi, so happy. Thank you for the 2 roses. So happy just became the #3 gifter in the room. Alright, I've cut this one side. I need to cut the back. Now, what I need to figure out is I need to blend this. Hiya, Mama. Thank you for following me. I appreciate you. YouTube, what's happening? You guys are so quiet. Hi, Fernell, if you're still here. Hi, I missed you. I missed your comment. If you're on YouTube, there's a super thanks button on there. If you're getting any information or any informative information, I am accepting super thanks and rubies. I don't know a lot about rubies on YouTube, but I'm learning. So I need to take in the back. It is too wide, but I'm gonna have to blend it. But I want to take it in above the armhole, which means that I need to shift the whole armhole in equally. But the shoulder still has to have a nice blend to it, so I can't just like pop it off at the shoulder. I gotta take it off gradually. But I'm thinking take a couple more stitches off of here. See if we can get this to blend a little bit better. Take and then we're going to take that 1 inch. It was 2, but I'm going to do 1.5. We're going to take that 1.5 off all the way down and reshape. And reshape this armhole. And it's going to drop. It's going to drop the armhole, which is not what I want to do. So we just go blend it up to here. Then we're going to straighten it out. That looks cool. Hi. Sorry, it's so hard to see these. The shell, I don't know if I'm saying the shells. Alright, and then I'm just actually going to use my ruler, which is already 2 inches. And then that way I know it's straight. Alright. Before I do that though, I actually want to cut these pieces together. Hi, Bertrell. Thank you for joining. Thank you for following. So, where are we at? I'm going to cut these 2 pieces together so that they are the same. You don't have to worry about them not being even or etc. Thank you for sending the roses. I appreciate you guys. But it's a Friday night. What do y'all have going on outside of watching me chop up this jacket? What's happening in you guys' world? Are you sewing anything? Are you creating anything? Are you still learning how to sew? Hi Mandy, thank you for joining my live. I will get to the sewing machine eventually. This is the hard part, all the prep. gosh. I know that has to be tough, but I can imagine. My best friend just got her doctorate, and her life for the last, like, I don't even want to say, like, 3 years, she's been, like, in the books. Like, nothing else has really mattered. But now that she's done, she's just like, what do I do with myself? I can imagine. I've actually been sewing for forever. I started sewing at 15, and I feel like I learned how to sew, and I just literally haven't stopped. Oh, congratulations. I know you can't wait to be done, girl. I'm there with you. I'm sure you're, like, ready for this to be done. Finito. Alright. This is cut. That's cut. I did not cut this. No. Yes. Good luck to you. It's the end. I know you cannot wait. My best friend kept talking about me going back to school. I think I waited too long, and I don't think it's going to happen. Do not think I intend on going back. I wanted to go to law school for a long time, and then I seen a lot of, like, small designers get kind of ripped off, and I'm just like, we need better representation. We need people who are fighting for laws when it comes to copyright and patent law, etc. When it comes to small designers. And I was like, well, maybe I'll go to school to do that. It's a second career. And I'm just like, I have this small business. I'm a full-time designer. I have 2 boys. I'm a boy mom. And a wife. I'm just like, when? I was like, I probably could go back to school. But I'm going to have to give up something to do it. Something's going to have to stop. Like, I can't do all the things and go back to school. Something has to stop. So I haven't been inspired enough to want to apply. And none of the schools near me have a program that I actually want to do. So, like, there are some online, like, fashion law, corporate, patent law programs that I've seen online, but closest law school to me is Ohio State and Capital.